Hello, everybody. So, unfortunately, today's painting you won't be able to watch from start to finish because I started this a couple years ago, actually, and it I hadn't intended on filming any of it. It was something I was just kind of, doing without recording, at least, in the beginning. And I put it down for about a year, actually, and then lately I've just been fully invested in finishing it, and I decided that I did want to record um, the rest of the process. And so I'm sorry that you're not seeing it completely from start to finish, but this painting will go through many transformations. I'll just call it that because I it changes a lot because so painting a galaxy, it's very much an intuitive process. And you know, I had a general like layout in mind from the beginning of what I wanted. I knew I wanted a big nebula in the middle, a larger planet in the lower right corner, and then a couple other ones uh, like near the upper left side, and then one like you know by the top, um, kind of like as if it's more off in the distance. But as far as the nebula goes, like it is painting it is so much of an intuitive process. And so while I was working on it, there was things I would change and then I would decide, oh, I don't like that, and I just kind of kept going with it until it got to a point that I was actually happy with. And so if at any point throughout this video, which you may feel like this more than once, um, it, there will probably be a point where you're wondering, like, well, what was the point of her doing, everything she just did if she was going to cover it up? It wasn't intentional. So just know that now. And just to clarify, yeah, I did start this a couple years ago, worked on it like two or three times, but then I put it down and didn't do anything to it for a year or more. And for some reason recently I got the strong itch to finally finish it, and I wanted to film the remainder of it to show you as much as I could, at least. But I'm going to stop talking for now and just let you hopefully enjoy the process. In my experience, when you do a galaxy painting, you go through a lot of sponges. I had a whole variety of like art sponges when I started this piece. Well, not even when I started, but when I started the part that, I actually started filming. And I went through those, really fast. So here's an idea that I came up with and ended up doing that was so helpful. It's like, it's a huge tip in my opinion. I bought a car wash sponge, like a car washing sponge from Walmart. You can get them at tons of other places too. This is the exact one that I bought. And I just tore and like cut and tore that into a bunch of like smaller pieces, not all at once, but just as needed, and did end up using the entire car washing sponge. It has the perfect amount of density. It doesn't, like parts of the sponge doesn't come off like in the painting, it doesn't like fall apart. It's kind of the perfect type of sponge for using for painting. Like I wish art sponges were stronger like car washing sponges because they're kind of ideal. And so this is a huge hack if you're going to also do a galaxy or space painting. Oh, and I want to show you guys why I titled this video Glowing Galaxy. It's not the greatest video, but because of all of the fluorescent colors that I used in this piece, which were fluorescent blue, fluorescent pink, and then fluorescent magenta. Oh yeah, and fluorescent violet. So because of all those fluorescent colors I used, this piece glows so bright and so well and so vividly underneath a black light. And in that video, I'm using my UV flashlight to show you how it illuminates. And so that was something that I did intentionally. And so I just wanted to make sure to show you guys that. As you can see, I did end up repainting that planet off camera, and I like it a lot more now. This is a close-up of what it looked like before I sealed it with resin. I had overworked the paint in some spots, and so before putting resin on it, I applied a couple coats of matte medium to help kind of fill in the pores that I accidentally created. The type of resin I used was art resin, and this is what it looks like after the resin. Oh my gosh, it just brings out the colors in such a dynamic way, and I absolutely love it. I invested a lot of time into this painting. Not all of it got filmed, and some of the footage ended up like not getting saved because my phone died while I was recording. And so, but altogether, I probably invested no less than 25 hours into this piece. Check the description below if you want a very long list of the colors that I used in this. There's also links to my Amazon shop if you would like to check out any of the materials that I use for art. And please let me know what you think of this piece. I really, really love it. I'm really happy with it. But thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.